Okay, Robin, if we're gonna do it, it's gonna go like this. I'm stalking. Got it?
Whatevs, I got no problems being the skank.
I'll have to question that motive.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God.
From the studio that brought you Neon Genesis Evangelion and Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, All Hail Gainax comes this fascinating anime. And yes, this came from Japan. This is Panty and Stocking with Garter Belt. A company of ghosts has moved into Dotton City, taking advantage of human greed. Two angels, Panty and Stocking, are sent from heaven to exterminate them. But in reality, they just got kicked out of heaven for bad behavior.
Bad behavior, all right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Funimation got their hands on this dub, and Ellie, what was your first opinion on that?
Oh, God, no! That literally is what I said out loud in my room when I saw the news. I was like, no, no. Why? Because I was not sure if they were gonna censor it. I wasn't sure if they were gonna, make it full throttle, uncensored, raw. I just was so scared because I was afraid, somehow Vic Mignogna is gonna be playing garter belts. Oh God.
Right.
So what?
Right.
All right,
Vic
I'm
Mignogna
sorry.
voicing a
I have some beef with that man, and I have a lot of beef with a lot of voice actors they use. But at the same time, it was just no.
Oh come on,
And then
Ellie.
it
You
came
know
out.
Vic Mignogna doesn't touch characters who likes little boys.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't think about that part. But see, I didn't know if they would censor that out. Come on,
I would
it's
then in that
Funimation.
episode. I wasn't too worried since Funimation got their hands on Hetalia and actually made it a lot more racy.
I don't like Italia.
Blasphemy.
Shut up. You all like these cutesy animes and with their cutesy chibi faces and their cutesy eggs and their cutesy
They're not
whatever
cutesy
the
at all. They're racist.
I know they're racist, but it's cutesy racist and it's like, come on. Why? Don't we have
Oh,
enough cutesy racist stuff in the world?
more on that later. Let's just talk about the dub.
I'm sorry. Anyways,
Funimation just
but
released their dub of Panty and Stocking last July 10th in America, and it won't come out in Australia until October.
well, maybe if you weren't in Australia.
Bite me.
No. Anyways,
So we got our
let's
hands
go through the
on
list of voice actors.
we got our hands on these we got our hands on the English dub, and wow.
It is great.
Wow.
It is fabulous. It is just like everything I imagined and more.
Exactly. I think they actually took it up a notch because, like, when you compare the Japanese dub to the American dub, you're just like, wow, you guys really took it up a notch with the language.
Oh, no, they did. I loved it. I was like, wow, they really did not leave out or skimp on any of the cursing,
If
which I
anything,
thought
they
was
added more.
fabulous.
They added a lot more.
They did add a lot more.
And it's
I
not
think,
like when you hear the actors like they're actually trying too hard to do it. It just sounds like, oh, we're gonna have so much fun with this.
yeah, it sounds natural. It sounds like I wish I was, to be honest, I wish I was in that recording studio when they were doing it because I bet you all of them were laughing their asses off the whole time.
I want to see bloopers, man.
So do I. So do I. I think that would be great to watch.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about the characters and their actors. First off, let's start off with Panty, voiced by Jamie Markey.
I'm back from rocking out with my cock out. Get this shit. Some dude just came up to me and thrust his package in my face.
Great job.
Awesome job.
Just spot on.
Voice
The
matched
whole way
perfectly. The
through.
attitude was spot on. That was Panty. She was Panty.
Yes, she was. She just came out and I'm gonna say it. She slutified it.
Mm-hmm. And I'm
She
just
just
wondering, like, in the English dub, how they're going to do all the moanings and groanings and sexual scenes, but Jamie took it.
she took it and ran.
Mm-hmm. So, awesome job, Jamie. Awesome! Next up, Stocking, voiced by Monica Reel.
Oh yeah, that's so good! Belgian chocolate cake with chocolate fondant at Angel House Bakery? Talk dirty to me, sweet angel of saccharin. Hey, that looks like it might actually be close by.
Stocking is my favorite, and that was the one that I was probably the most scared of.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they found the perfect match.
Deep down inside, I thought, like, with the chibi cuteness but adult humor, I just looked at Stocking and I'm just like, if Monica Rio doesn't get that, I don't know what to say. But I'm glad she got it, because she did it.
Because she had her cute chibi voice, and then when it went dark, it was just bam, right there. Spot on. There was no transition, there was no, pause in between. It was just an instant. She nailed it.
Mm-hmm. And even when she did, like, the swearing, like...
she made it look cute.
She made the swearing cute. So she was still the lady that Stocking is, but still a swearing mother.
Oh my god, I love Stocking.
Alright, next character, Garterbelt, voiced by Chris Sabat.
Angels, another mandate has arrived. Get your lazy asses to the scene immediately! Alright, this is the part where you're supposed to get the fuck up!
Scared the shit out of me.
White dude voicing a black priest.
Well, first off, yes. Alright, because to be honest, I honestly thought it was a black guy voicing him until I looked it up and was like, oh, you're white. That's kind of scary. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine if he has sex with his wife?
Oh god. I just got worried because I'm just like, yeah, it's a white dude voicing a swearing, controversial black Afro priest.
Who's into bondage.
Who's into bondage, yes.
Which is even better. So, think about it. Like, he's like having sex with his wife and he goes into that black man voice. I mean, what does the wife do? Does she just like, oh, wait, babe, you need to go back to being white.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
that scared me. I won't lie, but he did good.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I just want to hear his reaction when he saw Garterbelt in the bondage.
You and me both.
What? Oh god, what am I doing?
What did I get myself into? Would probably be my first reaction. And then the whole liking the little boys.
Oh god.
That would have been even more, what the hell did I just get myself into?
I want to hear if there's any commentary on these episodes. I do.
I'm gonna look it up. There has to be. They have to do some type of special DVD box, because I mean, with just the whole series, it's just you just laughed at everything.
Mm-hmm. Next character, Brief, voiced by Joel McDonald.
Damn it, Panty! Where the hell are you, and whatever your sister's name is?
I thought it was good. Definitely geek.
Joel McDonald, he knows how to perform the male geek. Like, he did it in Okami-san as Ryoshi, and really did a good job as that awkward, nerdy guy. Brief was 100% nerdy, and wow, Joel did it. When I saw Joel McDonald cast it, I'm like, yeah, I know you're gonna do good.
Yeah, it was good. A little stalkerish on Brief's part, but I think that's what I think that might be my little pet peeve, is they did make Brief a little bit more stalkerish. in it, because the Japanese, he wasn't as stalkerish.
Mm-hmm.
But it worked well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
it did work well.
And this for their little minion, Chuck, voiced by Ian Sinclair.
Chuck, 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 Chuck.
At first I was like, did Ian really voice this? Because it actually does sound like the Japanese voice.
Yeah, I thought they just kept the original.
Exactly. I was like, oh, Ian did it? Nice. They must have fun with it. Like, Chuckle.
Yeah, Chuck did good.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck did good.
Not much you can do since all you're saying is Chuck, 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 Chuck.
Yeah, so, I mean, it couldn't have been that hard.
Mm-hmm. I still love that commentary on behind the scenes of Panty and Stocking when some of the Invader Zim fans were commenting on how Chuck looks like Gur. Yeah. And they actually contacted the original creator and they're like, do you see this? They're stealing your character. And the guy just looks at Chuck and he's like, oh, I was wondering where he went.
That's hilarious.
He's totally cool with it. And I think he actually likes the show.
Who wouldn't like this show? I mean, if you're an uptight Christian or religious, zealous person, then you wouldn't like this show.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, for someone like me, Oh God, it is like great. I freaking love South Park, and this is better than South Park.
Exactly. And next character, Scanty, voiced by Colleen Clickenbeard.
Ugly and fat are no longer tolerated at this school. It's against the new rules, you see.
Great.
Just the overall performance, like she's so ladylike, so petite, and yet so bitchy.
I know. I just loved it. She just got that bitch ladylike right there. And I really honestly was like the whole time, you're just a fucking bitch.
Exactly.
My God.
She's that prissy little popular bitch that's in every high school that just bullies the people that are beneath her.
You just want to punch her in the face. She did that great, because she really made me want to punch her in the face.
Exactly. And as for her little sister, Nisox, voiced by Chirami Lei.
Allow me to recommend some calorie control. Look at us. It's how we've managed to keep our figures perfectly extraordinary.
Very good.
I was shocked because Chirami, from what I've heard, always does the high-pitched girly characters. Like she's done Elizabeth from Black Butler. She was...
Really?
Yeah, she was Elizabeth.
Wow, I didn't know that.
She was Patty from Soul Eater. She was Liechtenstein from Hetalia. She always does those high-pitched little girl voices. And this is where she actually goes deeper.
She went to a very sensual place.
Exactly.
And that's impressive for her, because I've watched Black Butler, and she does have a very high-pitched voice in that. And then, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, wow, she went up in that. She kicked some ass.
She has range, and that is impressive.
Yeah.
And as for their little minion, Fastener, voiced by Christopher Bevins. Not much to say, it's just like Chuck, just...
He really wasn't... Fastener wasn't even really that much in there, I mean...
But still,
it was good.
He was
Sounded
cute.
like the Japanese.
And lastly, Corset, voiced by Chris Ayres.
Once again, you angels are in my way, and for that you will surely pay!
Great job.
Oh my God, I loved him. I was just like, how are they gonna do this evilish, old, corset-loving bastard? And
weirdo.
I know.
But oh my God, he definitely made it weird.
Oh my God, it's like he brought it to such a sophisticated, creepy level. It was so good.
He really did. He did make it very sophisticated. I mean, it was just... Oh my God.
Oh my God. It was so good. So overall, like, even with every other character that's in this show, they sounded amazing. No matter the role or
there
how
was
many
nothing
lines
that
they
I
had.
hated.
Exactly. Like, each actor just... They sounded like they took these roles to heart, no matter how short the character was in the show. And... one other thing I want to point out, it wasn't just a few actors filling in for each of these characters. This was just Funimation going, call in all actors, and we mean everyone! Get over here and dub this!
Seriously, I mean, all of the villains were played by some major character, by some major actor. I know it wasn't the booger monster, Vic Mignogna.
Oh my God, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh God. And I'm like, okay, he did a good job.
I didn't think Caitlin or Vic would touch this show, because I know how touchy they are about things like this.
Yeah.
Partly due to their religion, but sometimes they take risque things, but most of the time they don't. And I'm like, yeah, Vic and Caitlin wouldn't touch this. And then I see their names in the credits. I'm like, holy wow.
They wanted to have fun. They wanted to get on with it. I mean, if you look at it, all of the major actors that are on it, I mean,
like,
they're the types that look for fun. And, it's just like, they want that fun character. And this anime had no shortage of fun characters. So, you had to find those people to voice them, and, they did a great job. Even though the villains, they're only there once, they still made it work.
Exactly. I wrote down, like, most of the actors that I recognize on the list. There's a lot of them, but here's the ones I recognized. There was J. Michael Tatum, Sonny Strait, Mike McFarlane, Lucy Christian, Eric Vale, Brina Palencia, Chuck Huber, John Swayze, Todd Haberkorn, Aaron Dismuke, Caitlin Glass, and yes, even Vic Mignogna. I was impressed. A lot of actors came together for this.
Oh yeah, and they all did an amazing job. And I really hope that there is a second season.
Oh, I hope so. Like I heard there was one in production. Like
There's
they
rumors going
actually,
around, and
well,
I
there's
just,
actually that
and it's,
image in the 2012 announcement that sometime this year they may be releasing the second season. It's either late 2012 or early 2013. But they say it's in the works.
it better be in the works or I'm gonna be pissed. I want me some, I want me some slutty and sweet back in my life.
So overall, who do you think was the better performer?
The better performer,
Mm-hmm.
hands down, has to go to Garter Belt. White guy playing a black dude, come on.
Mm-hmm. That is pretty impressive.
That is
It is.
really impressive because he made it sound like he was a black man. I honestly thought it was some black voice actor that I didn't know, and I was like, oh shit, you're white.
Exactly.
That's just a little weird, but
Mm-hmm.
okay.
It's almost like the equivalence of that one guy voicing Samurai Jack. It's like, oh, the
Yeah,
cool Asian dude. Oh wait, you're black.
yeah, that definitely can compare.
Mm-hmm.
So hands down, best performance I would have to say goes to Garter Belts. That dude. I don't remember names.
Chris Abbott.
People. I'm sorry.
Chris Abbott.
Okay, Chris Abbott.
It
You
is tough
won.
for me because I think everyone did such a fantastic job. But if I had to choose one, I'd give it a Corset, voiced by Chris Ayres, because that just took me by surprise when I heard him. I'm just like, whoa, you're creepy. That's so cool.
Yeah,
So overall, what do you think of Panty and Stocking?
I want to hang with them.
Exactly. It's fascinating.
I want Stocking's hair first off.
Well, everyone does.
Wig, $50. God damn it. Too much money.
I
No,
just
but no, I like them. I thought character development always was great. They made Panty slutty and a bitch, and they made Stocking this, you know, gluttony whore, and, it was great.
Mhm.
I mean, they did a great job, and it was a little over the top for both of their characters, but it fit. It wasn't like,
It was real. Like,
yeah, it was realistic.
mhm.
It was realistic over the top. So, except for,
Well, not the whole real
Stocking and
thing.
Penny,
Like,
that one episode, yeah, all the food eating, yeah, that one was a little, I don't know if you could eat that much, but
I'd say like realistic wise, the behavior of these girls. This is how like a lot of girls act like nowadays. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
don't
It's
know.
just honesty. We're not saying like realistic, like yeah, we can take off our garters and lingerie and turn them into weapons because that would be awesome.
Oh man, I
Can you
think
imagine?
rape crimes would go down greatly.
What was that?
I think rape crimes would go down.
Oh, definitely.
Wait, you're gonna do what? Take off panties, bitch.
But,
Pop them in the kneecap.
mhm,
Screw the arrow in the kneecap, man. Take a bullet to the kneecap.
mhm.
Sorry.
Oh, Skyrim. Who's it all da?
Anyways, but no, they did a great job.
Mhm.
Panties, I loved her character development well. And, she was a slutty bitch and I thought she was awesome. But my personal favorite would be Stalking because I am a sweet whore and I love sweets. And I can kind of relate to that in a way.
Mhm.
And I guess, in a way, any girl could relate to either one of them.
Exactly. Like I love this. I love eating sweets like crazy, so I would relate to stalking a little bit. But I like the no bullshit attitude from Panty.
Yeah, you're a bitch. No
Oh
offense.
yes, I am.
So I mean, you can get up there, and it's just like, yeah, you can definitely relate to panties, except for some aspects,
Mm-hmm.
which is a good thing.
I have bigger boobs than her.
You do have bigger boobs than her, but
I
see,
love
I
that
have
boob
bigger boobs than
argument
you.
between the two.
So
I had to say, I am fascinated with the world that they created in this show. Like,
yeah,
the one thing I want to point out is just the point of views of heaven and hell. All of our lives growing up, we're told that heaven is for the innocent and hell is for the sinners. Those who obey the rules and are kind to their fellow men, they go to heaven, while those who are loose and barbaric and just flat out, bitchy, they just go straight to hell. In this show, it's just the opposite. You have Panty, a loose and slutty angel who represents the sin of lust. You have Stocking, who's a rude little goth who represents gluttony. With the Demon Sisters, you have Scanty and Knee Socks. They rule with rules. Rude.
Nice job. Good one. Sorry. Okay, I'm done now.
They rule with rules and conformity, obey the rules, wear uniforms, and do as you're told. To me, this is how I see the world. Heaven should be a place of freedom and pleasure where you're free to eat what you want, do whatever you want, and, saying this politely, fuck whoever you want. It's paradise because it's freedom. Hell is constraint. You have no freedom and no words. You're restrained from your happiness and told to do otherwise. Obey ridiculous rules, eat things that taste terrible, and to do things as you're told no matter how miserable it makes you. This is how heaven and hell is right now in our modern lives. Heaven is freedom and hell is imprisonment. And that is what Stocking and Panty and Stocking represent.
And I love it. It's, a different point of view, and everyone looks at it, oh, well, if you obey all the rules and you do all the right things, you can go in heaven and live in paradise. But, if you don't do that, you're anarchy and don't do anything right, straight to hell for you. Mm-hmm. And I'm just sitting there like, wait a second. You mean I have to, do rules and not have any fun with my life in order to go have fun in my afterlife that we don't even know if it exists?
Exactly.
Excuse me? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have as much fun as I fucking can before I leave this earth.
Exactly.
So go fuck yourself.
I'm not going to kill anyone. I'm not going to break any major rules unless it's, fight the power with how America is right now.
Oh, God. Be happier in Australia.
Exactly.
I swear things are just, going to go crazy any day now.
Exactly.
We have Plastic Man running for office and another bozo clown. But anyways, it's just, I love how they just, you can have your own ways to interpret this. And yes, people will always say, well, that's just not the right way. That's not what the Bible says. And I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. And I'm going to say it. And and it's a little offensive. Screw the Bible. I'm sorry.
Hey.
I want to go have fun. No offense to anybody.
Just live your life and be happy.
Live your life and be happy. Mm-hmm. You work to live, not you live to work. Mm-hmm. And that's how I see it. And that's how I've always seen it. And, so if I do go to hell, oh well. I had fun going there.
Mm-hmm. At this point, hell sounds a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
I love that poster of hey, if these atheists are going to hell doesn't look too bad. And you have, the guys from Mythbusters, Penn and Teller, some of the actors from The Simpsons. Say, yeah, it does look like a lot of fun. I think even Johnny Depp is atheist.
It's our company that's and looks like I'm joining them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to deal with Christian zealous freaks in heaven.
Oh, God, my Georgia childhood.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Florida, so I didn't have to deal with that.
So overall, Panty and Stocking is, how to describe it?
There's no describing it. Just fucking watch it.
Exactly.
That's how you describe it.
If you can handle the maturity, the outrageous comedy of sex, all the cussing, sex, leisure, sweetness, and poo jokes, then
there's
check
a ton
out.
Of them.
Oh yeah, episode 1. Enough said.
If you can make it past the first episode,
you'll be fine.
Then you might have a chance.
Exactly. Just get past episode 1. That's all that matters.
Just beware of poo.
It's a very mature anime, but if you think you can handle it, watch Panty and Stocking with garter belt.
And be mature about it. Don't sit there and be immature about it. No, your underwear will not turn into a gun afterwards, so don't try.
Just while you're entering this anime, just watch it with the attitude of, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I love that philosophy.
Don't give a fuck. Not a fuck was given today.
Mm-hmm.
Not a single fuck was given today. That is probably what the guy who made the anime was thinking. Not a single fuck will be given today. We're going all out, guys.
Fuck yeah.
Repent, motherfuckers.
I love that line.
You and me both.
Well, this was a fucking good review. What do you think, Megan?
Yeah?
For more updates on Anime America projects, just go to our Facebook page and like us. If you wish to support our production by purchasing our merchandise, just go to www.cafepress.com/AnimeAmericaPodcast. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned to Anime America.
This dub is fucking great!
Okay. La 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 la. You recording?
Mm-hmm.
You recording?
Mm-hmm.
You're okay. You're okay. Oh, hold on. Let me put my game away. What? I got bored. I can't do anything else on my computer. All right. All right. Here we go.
Comes this fascinating anime. That was my fiance.
It sounded like a bear.
I'm keeping that in. Okay.
All right. Let's keep going.
Alright.
Well,
So either that or you could do like a I am
she
so gonna
stays
kill
so
you,
quiet
Chuck.
this whole time.
Chuck.
Is there anything you want to add, Jazz?
There's just gonna be a blooper reel of me screaming Chuck, isn't there?
Chuckle?
Chuck. Oh! Chuck! Chuck! Chuck, Chuck, Chuck!
Is it just about the movie 25, or is it any other issues as well?
Chuck.
Does Chuck know you wear your Chuckest drapes?
Oh, Chuck you.
Oh, Chuck you. Chuck! Chuck. Chuck?
Yeah, actually, I thought that was really another thing that kind of bugged me. The whole, oh, I got my eye level before everyone else, and then I stopped playing.
At the very end, you could say this dub is fucking great.
That was fucking great!
Chuck.
Chuck, Chuck. Chuck, Chuck. Chuck, 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 Chuck,
No,
Chuck,
that's-
Chuck, Chuck. Chuck, 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 Chuck.
Was
Yeah.
it really at 89? You're kidding me.
There's going to literally be like
Jesus,
30
I'm
minutes
like,
of me
one more
screaming
time.
Chuck at
One
people.
more?
Chuck.
Chuck!
Yeah.